What is up, everyone? Let's talk about local leads for cargo van loads or sprinter van loads, whatever you want to call it. I mean, it'd be the same as with straight trucks, anything, logistics in general. Now, I'm going to tell you, I always do this disclaimer now. You can get this information for free right here. There's people that, I'm not knocking the hustle. I just feel like sometimes it's like, it's a money grab. It's because people are desperate. Now they'll tell you they're doing it because they don't have time. No, come on, bro. You can make a video and just throw it out there. I mean, come on. I mean, unless you're the president, bro. Here's the reason I'm saying that as a disclaimer is I hope people who stumble upon this are like, oh wait, this guy's gonna tell me some local leads. Well, there you go. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you the leads because in the end, it's about your hustle. It's about your area. There's so many factors that no one can just tell you, yeah, pay me and I'll tell you how to do it. That's why I have my step-by-step how to start a business. I have thousands of people who started their business with that, and then I have thousands of people who hit me up about my videos on this stuff, and they're like, yeah, and I ended up finding that, medical runner. I found that, because you have to find it. I mean, unless someone is just directly giving you loads, hell yeah. But let's get right into it. First one. If you're trying to be the local guy, because I've done both, local and over the road. I've been a local truck driver too. But anyways, local leads. Indeed. I mean, you just got to be really, remember it's a partnership. You got to be interviewing them. So if you hit up a place and they're like, yeah, and then we need you there by 6 and you better, it depends. Feel it out. But dude, Indeed, a lot of loads. A lot of, and if you are someone who wants a contract, which I understand too, but wiggly with the freedom then to me, but it's up to you. Next, Glassdoor. That's where I found a couple of medical carriers. But see, a lot of people will say, because I keep it real, they'll be like, well, how do you find it? You have to find it in your area. Everything's different, especially with local. Local, people cannot tell you how to do it locally. They can't, unless you're in their city. They can, but you get what I'm saying? They can't just be like, yeah, this is the formula. They can't. They're not in your fucking city, dude. So I'm hoping, that's why I always tell people, I hope you find this video before you pay somebody to fucking tell you how to do it. When their circumstances are different, people's finances, their family situation. So next, always look up owner-operator, obviously, when you're doing this. Shipley, and these all depend on your area, but Shipley, man, dude, a lot of loads. A lot of loads. I know there's one guy, that's where he started his whole thing was through Shipley. And that can be good, but there's a lot of bidding, a lot of, and it takes time. I was into it, and then I seen it, and then they're like, do all these bids, and then you'll finally get one. I'm like, man, whatever. Next is Roadie. Now, when I was doing that one, I didn't really like the rates, but I hear other people say that's what they do, and they make their money. So, I mean, maybe if you just grinded it out all day, but the rates for me were just, and going to a lot of, Home Depots and Menards and stuff, and places where you're just all right, come on, let's load me up. But it all depends on what you like. Next, GoShare. Now, people love this, especially in California, but California's getting, with everything going on. But GoShare is really good in certain areas. I downloaded it and stuff, but it didn't work out because I was more honest on their app than the other ones, because I realized my stuff's so old, you know what I'm saying? My stuff's 12 years old. So GoShare, that one, a lot of people rant and rave that I've helped with their businesses, because I always tell people these are the ones that I know and try them, and then people go, oh, this one really worked for me, or this one really, and that's what I mean. I love that, because I keep it real. I'm not going to be like, here, pay me X. No. I've had very rarely people will donate me money through that heart button on YouTube, but I don't care either way. I say appreciate it, but I'm not going to Venmo and all that. Next is Curry Driver. Now, I know people who love Curry Driver. Now, me and local, depending on your state too, because some are more expensive to throw on your stuff, but you can figure out which ones work, drop certain ones, Curry Driver. I've heard that one's decent too. Next is this one that I've heard of from people that said they use it, Veho, Veho. These couple I'm just going to say because I haven't used them. I downloaded all these though. But I was using other ones and just next is Ezer, Ezzer. This next one, Pickup. I downloaded all these, but only certain ones I use. But Pickup I've heard is okay too from people, but I don't. It all depends on your area. That's what's crazy. Next one is Freight. So, and I've heard people like that one too. Now, this one I downloaded. This next one, Amazon Flex. Now, for me, I didn't. At least in my area, I'm in between Minneapolis and another like littler city in Minnesota. They wanted me to go to a littler city. That's where they were putting my stuff. And the rates weren't the best, for me, to me, like, so, and it was more of an hourly type thing. So it was a little weird for me and I just didn't mess with it, but it was a good backup. That's what I mean. A lot of these can be backups so that you can keep grinding. Like if there's one that like being slow, then you go to the other one. Then, oh, the other one's got something. That's sort of how a lot of this, but the main thing is for freedom. Like I found like local too, I still had my freedom of when I was doing what I was doing when I was doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm all about my other entrepreneurial things I'm making money with. So it's perfect for somebody who wants that freedom. All of this stuff is. Next, business cards. I handed out business cards like crazy, and then I had a couple leads on some like auto places and stuff and other things, but nothing derived from it. I mean, I had my business cards set out by like, that's why when you get into your community, I had local establishments who liked me and they follow me on here and stuff, but they started putting my business cards out too. And that's what I mean. I should have been pushing that a lot more. But next, furniture stores. They're always looking for people. You got to just go straight to the source. That's why I'm saying too, you got to be confident and just go to these sources and be like, what's up? That's why it all depends on your area. You go around, look at your local areas, and with local, be by a city. If you're not by a city and you're wanting to do a local thing, just don't do it. There's no point. If you can't just, get a load 10, 15 miles down the street, locally I'm saying. But if you're over the road, you're willing to drive a lot, like 3 weeks or 2, 3 weeks, you're good then. But you still shouldn't. You should just be by a freaking city. Unless you're a single dude and you can just drive to the city and look for a load. Like, it's not worth your time. That's why I keep it real with people. Next, moving companies. They have apps and everything and stuff. I don't think I talked about some of those apps. Gosh, what is that one called? I'm going to have to, when I do another one of these videos, I'm going to look up that app because I used it before. Bugging me, I can't think of it. I bet some of you are like, it's this one. But anyways, moving companies go straight to the source. Like, because a lot of them too, like ones that have built, you can build a business relationship with them and be like, hey man, because I did talk to some, I never did it, but I was like, scrapyards. You can hit up scrapyards. Just be like, hey, because sometimes it can be weird, but when you go and talk to these people like scrapyards, I had one that was wanting to work with me, but I just never did it when I went and talked to them. But next, factories, tire places, for some reason, they always want cargo vans, sprinter vans. You got to look up in your area. Plastic factories too, hit up. See what's up. See if they got certain loads. Some will be like every Thursday we need, because that's what I had with this one place who did snowmobiles here in Minnesota. I was killing it with them. They did a lot of work with me. Like they did a lot of work with me, and that was more regional. That was cool. It's really bugging me. Dolly, that was the one. Dolly. I'm glad I remember that. Dolly was a moving company, and there's so many, or not a moving company, a moving app, but there's so many different, ones you can use. But I almost forgot that one. But that's pretty much what they are, and there's so many more. I mean, obviously, I've done the hustle of, there's a Walmart app now. There's fucking all the food ones. I mean, come on, you know what I'm talking about. I've done those hustles, but that I wouldn't do in your van. I mean, I've seen people do that, but you know what I'm saying. Yeah. So that's a good one too. I'm writing down Dolly so next time I don't fucking forget, because that's a legit one. That one, when I was looking at that one can be a hustle, dude. But yeah, that's it for this one. I'm gonna write down Dolly so I don't forget, because I'm going to do these ones here and there too, because I just want people to get the help that they need, because in the end it's all about your hustle, and it's It's all about your area. It's all about what you're willing to do, your situation, your circumstance. But yeah, everyone, I hope you have a blessed day. And hit me up, message me, comment. Here's the thing, though. When people reach out to me, Facebook, all this stuff, it's if you can write on YouTube, like, hey, because YouTube's the easiest one for me to do. Because I don't know if you know this, I have my my recovery page, my rap page, my sports page on Facebook mainly. All these other pages. So when people message me, sometimes I can't go to my business. There's like a business fucking messaging because when Facebook, when you're monetizing all this, everything changes. So like if you hit me up on Facebook, especially, let me know because my Instagram is not as big or whatever you want to call it. So like that one's easier. But if you ever, because I love sending voice messages. Like I do not have, like I said, I don't have time to like call people. My wife would kill me because it's like so busy with the stuff. But everyone have a blessed day. The top link in the description, that's Gas App. If you're in a business or if you're just a person just wanting to, like, I use it like crazy. And we save money and we use it for, like, vacations and stuff. Top link in the description. Like, share, subscribe with the bell notification if you want to. If you don't want to, that's fine. Everyone have a blessed day. And, oh, yeah, keep hustling.
I get